In this video, we're going to take an inside look at Real Estate U. We're now inside the Real Estate U course, and I want to show you what you're going to receive when you sign up for the Real Estate U pre-licensing course. I am in the Florida course, but it doesn't matter which state you sign up for. It's going to be the same structure, the same layout of the content, and you're going to use the same learning platform. So it'll be the same, except that your content may be slightly different based on your state. So first thing you're going to see is that when you first log in, you're going to see a welcome orientation. You need to go through this orientation. And you can see there's quite a bit to the orientation. It's basically going to walk you through the course, what you need to get started. Talks about course navigation, all about the course timers. And then the one thing you're going to have to focus on is student verification. You will need to verify your identity before you can move on in the course. And then once you do that, you can go through the complete orientation step by step, as you can see here. The navigation is on the left hand side, and once you finally get through that, you can even purchase the course textbook for download, and you can print that or to use it to study offline. It's basically the entire course in transcripts, so you can study it offline. Once you get through the welcome orientation, you will then be able to access each chapter. You'll see that the course is broken down into chapters, and then each chapter is broken down into individual lessons. So let's take a look at this first part of chapter 1. You will see that each chapter will have learning objectives and key terms. It will give you an overview of what you're going to be learning in the course, in that chapter, and then also terms you should familiarize yourself with. And then you will see that each course is basically audio based. It simply means that you will be listening to the course. I will show you here.
Real estate is a fascinating and dynamic industry that is unlike any other.
So you can see it's audio based, and below the video you will have a transcript of the audio. When you are done with a particular lesson, click Mark Lesson as Complete, and you will move on to the next section. You will also see that the course has infographics in it, which will help you understand key information about that particular section, that particular chapter. Again, as you can see, everything is pretty much audio based with the transcript below. And then at the end of each chapter, you will have a chapter quiz. And that quiz, you have a 20-minute time limit. There's 10 multiple choice questions, and you need to get 60%, 6 out of 10 questions correct in order to pass it and to move on. I also want to mention that there's a timer in the bottom left of the screen. That timer will show you how much time you have in that particular lesson. You must spend at least that amount of time in the lesson. When it reaches 0, you'll be able to click Mark Lesson Complete and move on, but you must spend at least that amount of time within the lesson until it reaches 0. And when you have completed all the chapters and lessons, you will have the course final exam. When you reach that point, you will have to attempt a sworn statement. You have to agree to this particular statement. Basically says that you have completed all the assignments and you've not copied the end of course examination. And once you do that, you'll get some exam instructions. You will see that the final exam is 100 multiple choice questions. In this particular state, there's 2 attempts at the final exam. So if you don't pass one, there's a second version. You'll notice there's version 1 exam and version 2 exam here. So if you don't pass version 1, you'll have a version 2. There's 2 attempts. There's a 180-minute time limit on the exam, and you must get 70 out of 100 questions correct to pass the exam. And once you do pass the exam, you click Mark the Lesson Complete, and then you will see your course certificate will appear So you can download that once you have completed the final exam and passed it. I want to wrap up this Real Estate U review with just a few comments about what I like about the course and what I don't like about their particular course. First thing is that they have great pricing. So if you're on a budget and money is a concern, they do have some of the best pricing for an online real estate school. Second thing is they're self-paced, which means it's an online course. You can take it on your own schedule. I really like that. Now, the things that I feel are kind of weaknesses for Real Estate U is, number one, they don't have much interaction. They do have some audio-based content and a few quizzes, but other than that, there's very little interaction. They have limited states available for the pre-licensing courses. Other online real estate schools, such as Real Estate Express, have 35 or more states available for pre-licensing courses. So I consider that a weakness. If your state's available, obviously it's a good thing, but they just don't cover as much of the country as some other online real estate schools. And I didn't really find that there was a lot of extra exam prep in Real Estate U. I have seen in other online real estate schools, they have a lot of exam prep, a lot of practice questions. I don't really see that here, so I consider that a weakness. If you are on a really tight budget, I think Real Estate U might be a good choice, but if you can just spend a little bit more, I prefer AceableAgent or even Real Estate Express. I feel they're just better online real estate schools. So I hope this helps. You can find links to Real Estate U below this video, and you can even find links to our favorite real estate schools below this video as well. So thank you for watching.
Become a real estate agent within 60 days. The link to access the 60-day guide is below this video. Don't forget to like our video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.